Hello guys, hope you're doing well. We're here at Daystar University at Athi River, and guys, we are having the first daughter, Charlene Ruto. Leo tumeamua tunafuatana naye bumper to bumper. Guys, you've been asking when are we guys going to have her. We ask her some questions and today is the day. Anyway, Charlene, uko aje?
Niko poa sana. How are you?
I'm good. Are you scared?
No, I'm good.
Okay, thank you. Anyway, Charlene, today we have been in Kibra, courtesy of Charlene Foundation. I would like to know, how have you felt to having done what you've done for the first time in launching the Charlene Foundation?
Okay. Thanks, Eve. So today we did a soft launch of the Charlene Ruto Foundation, and one of our donors had 1,400 packets of food. Nalituliza, where do you want to take the food to? So we chose Kibra, and we went to one of the schools there and we visited the community. So I felt so good to see all those women and all those families to come and receive the food. And this is not the end, this is just the beginning. Tunataka tuingie ndani to all the slums, to all the areas, to all the counties, so that we can see how we can help our community.
Okay, maybe we have already uploaded the video, and some of the questions that are coming up is, why did you choose Kibra as the first place to go?
The reason I chose Kibra is I used to go on back when we were in Karen under the ODP, when Dad was DP. I used to use the Southern Bypass the whole time when I used to go to work or go for my things. So I always used to see the Kibra community. So that's the first place I decided to go because it's somewhere that I always used to see. So that's why the choice for Kibra.
Okay. Maybe you can tell us, what is that one factor that has pushed you to launch this foundation, and what are your dreams?
Yeah, I know a lot of Kenyans have been wondering, what am I doing? I'm going around counties. What is it exactly? And I'm not asking for anyone to give me a position anywhere. I don't need to have a position anywhere to do what I'm doing. That's why I decided to have my own initiative so that I can help the community and Kenyans and really to be a voice for our youth. Because I feel there's a lot our president is doing internationally and nationally, also our first lady, our cabinet secretaries, ministries, county governors and that kind of thing, but who is standing up for the youth? And since our president loves the youth so much, we already have a seat on the table, but who is going to be the one to push for the youth? And that's why I decided I'm going to be that person, and I'm going to be a voice for the youth and to stand up for the youth and our communities. And for me, the youth begins from our children who are in primary school, because that's where they're beginning to get the knowledge. So from that level to our high schools, our unis, our young people who are working, so that we can work together to see how we can make Kenya better.
Have you guys planned the next place where you guys are going to take the donations?
We haven't, and I would love for the people listening on this platform to tell us where next they want us to go.
And many people suggested Turkana.
Turkana, sawa, hapo ndio tutaenda next. That's where we'll go next.
Okay. You mentioned about wewe kuzunguka, watu wamekuwa kishanga, what exactly are you doing? Maybe you can tell us, have you at any point felt like you've been misunderstood?
Yeah, I'm very misunderstood, and it's fine. I understand it. It comes with it because my family is a political family. Kuna wengine wanadhani I want to be in politics in a few years, the next so and so. But for me, those things are secondary. Right now, we've moved past the political stage. We need our country to work. There's so much our government is putting in place. So all of us need to come together so that we can work for our country. And I was telling the people in Kibra today, wasiachwe nyuma, wamekuwa wakiachwa nyuma. But this time, hakuna mtu anafaa kuachwa nyuma, because there are programs being put in place and we need to be a part of this so that Kenya can be better.
Mentioning that you wouldn't want maybe to be the next someone in the government, does it mean you don't have any dream to ever maybe be a leader in Kenya?
I believe there's a difference between leadership and politics, and I also don't need a title to lead. I can lead without a title. That's why I've taken this position. I've seen politics firsthand for the past I think my father has been in politics for like 27 years. So I've seen politics firsthand for 27 years. I've seen the good, I've seen the bad, I've seen the challenges that come with it. So that is something that I understand. But for me, I've decided to take this direction of doing leadership through my foundation. Yeah.
In your foundation, do you have people that you're working with, people who are helping? There are also people who have been asking how they can join,
Yeah. So today was a soft launch of the foundation. Towards January, February, we're going to do a big launch of the foundation. Right now, we're putting the systems, the structures. So by that time, people will be able to know the system they can use to join the foundation. Yes.
Moving forward, Charlene, you've said you're being misunderstood, and recently you shared a story whereby you said that you used to sell smokies and sausages, and hiyo story imetembea sana kwa mtandao, tulikuwa tunasikia huko nyuma, hiyo ni uongo, hiyo ni uongo. Okay, maybe you can tell us a little bit about it, and do you think watu hawakuelewa the point you're trying to put out, ama ilikuwaje?
So that happened when I was in a forum for youth where we were talking about savings and investment, and these youth are in campus. So I just wanted to give them a story for how even when I was in campus, I was doing my own biashara. The thing is, I'm the daughter of the chief hustler. Mimi ni mtoto wa hustler. So I've seen him hustle, and I've also hustled in my own ways. I didn't go to any system for Britain system or American system. I went to Kenyan schools throughout. I was in Moi Girls Eldoret in high school. I came to Daystar University for uni. So I understand even the challenges that Kenyan youth face because I was there myself and I could see them. So it's a true story. I used to sell smoky and kachumbari, and I think my classmates and people I shared a dorm with, because I used to stay here in Athi River in a dorm here. I stayed here for 2 years, and I was in also the Valley Road campus. So I have an experience of what the Kenyan youth undergo in different circumstances. So mimi ni mtu niko kwa ground even though my father is now the president, mimi ni mtu nimekuwa kwa ground the whole time. If I can call my friends here to say how I've even been to Gikomba. I mean, people who tell me they've never been to Gikomba. I've been to Gikomba so many times to do shopping. And I get to see really what is on the ground. So macho yangu are alive to that, and I'm very alive to that. So in regards to that story, as I'm being misunderstood, it's the truth. And I've just spoken the truth. So that's something that really happened.
Were you selling the smokies yourself, or maybe you had people doing it for you?
Okay, so I was in a hostel here called Dupa in Daystar, and it's a girls-only hostel. And I had a roommate, and the next door we had another roommate. So the three of us decided to come up with that business idea because we saw people really loved the smoky kachumbari. So I was doing it myself. I did it myself. My roommate Sylvia was doing it. My roommate Nyokabi. We joined forces, tukaweka pesa pamoja, and we started selling the smoky kachumbari. So we sold it for about a year, and then we moved on to do other biasharas. Yeah. So we grew from that. You know, you also gauge the market. Kuna time market pia hiyo kitu ilikuwa imeisha, watu wako wanaitaka sana. So that's why we stopped and moved to other things. Yeah.
So many memories za huku Daystar, and today you're back here. How does it make you feel?
Yeah, as we came in, it makes me feel very proud. And actually, I've realized Daystar really nurtured me into who I am today. It's a Christian university, so it's based on Christian values and principles. So it really has nurtured me to be who I am today in terms of leadership and servant leadership. That's why you're seeing me doing what I'm doing today. So memories zimekuwa mingi. I've seen some people I was in school with. I'm asking them what they are doing. Many of them are doing well, and I'm so glad to hear that. So nimewambia pia we see how we can work together to help current Daystar students, and even in our different forums to help other youth. Yeah.
Now that you're on the spotlight, everybody is Googling Charlene, everybody wants to know who is this girl, what is she doing? How do you feel when you see people criticizing you, criticizing your work?
Something I do, I don't let things get to my heart easily, because those people, if they were to meet me today in person, kwa kitisha picha. The same ones who are bashing me on social media. So I don't allow things to get to my heart. I also know everybody has their personal opinion, which they can have freely. So I also keep that in mind. But some of the things people say, maybe they're hurtful, or you can just be disappointed. But I know in my heart what I'm doing. So even though people think I'm lying, or people think I'm doing it for clout or other things, in my heart of hearts, I know what I'm doing. I'm happy with it. I know it's what will push the youth of Kenya forward. So with that, knowing I know what I'm doing, then I'm able to do it well.
Okay, despite everything, every challenge that you face each and every day, what is that one thing that keeps you going? Every day you feel like, I'm not going to be discouraged. Nilisema hivi, wakasema hivi, you still keep pushing. What is that one factor that motivates you?
God is the number one factor. I really pray, and my friends pray with me, my family pray with me. God is the number one factor, and I always go back to the Bible to read through other leaders who underwent the challenges I'm undergoing, because it really encourages me. My family are also my bedrock. They really support me in what I'm doing, and also some of my friends. Those are my three key encouragers.
Okay, Kido?
Maybe just to add, maybe to ask, I don't know if you can make it clear maybe for Kenyans to understand, because most of them are saying you're using government resources. From my end, I know you're financing your own, you're using your own money maybe to push the agenda of Charlene Ruto Foundation.
Yeah. Charlene Ruto Foundation has different donors and sponsors who have come on board. Some are individuals. Actually, a lot of individuals have come to me. A lot of people who are in business, they've come to me and they've supported the foundation. Even I have put my own resources in and my own team. So we're not using government resources to do the activities we are doing, and we don't need to. And I encourage any Kenyan youth who has a brilliant idea to just look for their own ways to fund them and to get the right way to do the things that they are doing. We don't need the government to come into our things for them to work. The work of government is to create an enabling environment for us to be able to help Kenyans, and that's what they are doing. So us, we do our part.
Charlene, you've been going around the country supporting people, climate change, supporting the youth. What has your dad, His Excellency the President, said about it? How does he feel about it, and what has he told you? Has he encouraged you? What has he said?
Thanks. We had a good sit down with my dad where I shared with him my vision and what I'm doing, and he really supports me. He is encouraging me, and I always keep him updated about the things that I'm doing. Both my parents, my mom and my dad, they are really keen supporters of this. I mean, when your parents support you, it gives you even more motivation to do what you're doing. So they really support what I'm doing, and I've told them everything I'm doing, and I keep updating them vitu yote tunafanya.
As we conclude, Charlene, you have another question?
Charlene, just to understand, I've seen from there so many students are surrounding you. Maybe they want you to mentor them. Maybe you can share with us maybe one memory you had at Daystar University, and maybe how are you planning to work with the alumni?
Yeah. I think even in this hall where we are standing, we had many great events that used to happen in Daystar. We used to have people coming to speak to us, mentors. So one of the ways we'll work with the Alumni Association is we come back to talk to the students who are there currently, so that we encourage them as they're going to go out there. Things may not be the way they think, but if us we've made it, then even them, they're going to make it. So we're looking to how we can do a form of mentorship. Yeah.
Talk to Kenyans, maybe a word of message maybe to them during this festive season.
Merry Christmas, guys. I think as we donated food in Kibra today, something I thought is if each one of us as Kenyans can give something to someone who doesn't have, it doesn't have to be a big donation, but someone we don't have, even giving them something worth 300 shillings, mnunulie unga or rice. Some of us have so much food in our houses, and there are those who don't have. So if we can give that as well to someone who doesn't have, just somebody, even you've noticed, maybe ni ule makanga na kubeba kila asubuhi, umpe kitu kidogo, it will be good.
A word to the young people who are looking up to you out there.
Yeah. Thanks to the youth, they've really supported me, and I know you're my soldiers out there on social media, mnani defend. So we are, through the Charlene Ruto Foundation, we are really creating a lot of opportunities for youth. There are many scholarships that are coming, so we are going to share this with you so that even you guys, you can grow.
Thank you so much, Charlene. We really appreciate it.
Okay, this Jamhuri Day is about the youth. This Jamhuri Day, it's about the youth, ni mambo ya tech na innovation. So the government is going to be sharing the steps they're putting in regards to tech and innovation for the youth. So I want whatever the government presents on Monday, of course we have to present it on that day, says Isema Sai. I want the youth to reach out to me on my social media platforms, how they want to be plugged in, so that we can give this feedback back to the government. Because through my platforms, I really want to give feedback to the government so that we know that they're also doing the right thing for the youth. So ideas itatokea Monday, nataka watu, they reach out to me on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, mniambie how you want to be plugged into what government is doing for tech and innovation.
You can tell people your social media handles. Unajua kuna nyingi sana.
Kuna nyingi. There are fake ones. Walikuwa na con watu. Mimi siwezi ambia watu ati if you retweet I'll buy you breakfast. That's not fair. So my Twitter is at Charl Ruto. That's CHARLRUTO. My Facebook is Charlene Ruto. And my Instagram is also Charlene Ruto. Na nimevaa t-shirt ya Hustler kwa ile Instagram. Yeah.
Asante.
Thank you.
Okay.
RLRUTO. Okay.
Thank you so much, madam.